possibly be this man's only set of clothes for some attention online? And the whole ongoing theme of this guy is he always picks on the least economically fortunate, as his normal targets are either fast food workers, retail workers, laundromat customers, or dollar store customers. This could be because he's just trying to pick out people who look stupid. But you reap what you sow, and eventually, if you're a scumbag, it'll catch up to you. As sadly, what you just saw is far from his worst video. One of the videos that made him somewhat infamous is him dumping a bag of ice into a fryer while they're in business. In case you didn't know, this is what happens when you put way less ice into a frying machine. And of course, this happened at Popeyes as well. For people who work at Popeyes, man.
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
Way less ice. So it's safe to say you don't need to be a rocket scientist or mind flayer. There's no way they didn't have to shut down even in it's dangerous.
You approach that you could compassion. Yes, you should be. But then the feeling slips. The creature's mind, see the monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes wet.
Monster. Death is too good for it.
This is honestly best case scenario. Worst case scenario, you burn the whole building down. Then you have videos like this.
There, in the ground. There. Shh. No. I saw you on the ship, didn't I? Nod.
Your mind, you tried to...
What was that? The word. I'm to think. My name is that so? Turn us into... Although... Well, yes, of course.
Perhaps if you lost a follower. Or...
Until then.
And of course, poisoning food at a grocery store. It's wild that this guy did not even seem like a decent citizen in comparison. But obviously, it was the incident that finally got the authorities to take some real action against him. That was the video that immediately got him arrested. Last year, as he turned himself in and admitted to the crime without any hesitation. Because, well, you know, when you report crimes online, you are the star witness against yourself. When you film yourself committing a felony, upload it for the whole world to see, and brag about it, there's no question about whether you did it or not. You're just making the prosecutor's job extremely easy, and your defense nearly impossible. So
hello again. Still alive, I see. You know, and you see... All right.
And after he was arrested, it was only a matter of time until they started digging into his past videos to throw extra charges on him. Because along with the 4 other charges, a third-degree burglary charge was also added related to an incident at a Bosa donut shop. Never named date of birth. Charles Smith. In an MCSO orange jumpsuit, Charles Smith, who goes by Wolfie Coletti on social media, was in court for the second time in just a few days. Already arrested in Mesa over the weekend, where police say he took this can of bug and flea killer off the shelf at a Walmart and sprayed the pesticide on produce that was on sale for anyone to buy, all while filming the action himself. The 27-year-old told officers he's a self-proclaimed troll and that he makes up to $10,000 a month posting those videos on social media. The court paperwork for the latest arrest is sealed, but as part of his release conditions, the judge told Smith he is not allowed to be on any social media. And he's not allowed to set foot inside any closed shop. I mean, by the way, this guy is 28 years old. He has a fully developed prefrontal cortex.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
Which is a cockroach exterminator.
I shall be here in my camp. As thou...
Someone worth social media attention? Apparently, he thought so. But last year, he had to spend Christmas in jail, and his case has been moving through the legal system since then. His initial pre-trial conference was originally scheduled for April 30th, 2025, but a minute entry in the case activity pushed it earlier to April 3rd, 2025. And this is where things actually kind of get interesting, because a plea agreement was filed for 3 of his cases in Maricopa County on April 22nd, and Wolfie was initially set to adult probation. But 2 days later, there was a change in his plea, and now he's officially pleaded guilty to the video where he sprayed Raid on the produce. The articles are reporting that he pleaded guilty to 2 felony accounts of adding poison or other harmful substances to food, 1 misdemeanor count of endangerment, and 1 misdemeanor count of criminal damage.
The man accused of filming himself spraying bug killer on Walmart produce has pled guilty to several charges. In December, Charles Smith recorded himself spraying the bug killer at a Mesa Walmart. He allegedly told investigators that he makes money filming videos of pranks. He'll be back in court on June 24th.
One important thing to notice after spraying bug exterminator on various food items is that he left the store for about 10 minutes. Then, finally, he returned and attempted to remove all the items he had sprayed. So he then placed all these contaminated items, or at least the items he thought were contaminated, into a shopping cart and moved it to the back of the store. But the damage was already done. It's not like removing specific items magically decontaminates the entire environment. The shelves, baskets, surrounding areas, surrounding produce. This was a disaster waiting to happen, and he's extremely lucky, and honestly, all of us are extremely lucky that no one else was harmed from this. Unknown if he managed to collect all the contaminated items, and Walmart had to remove the remaining produce valued at $931. Here in AZ Central, it says the time between the defendant sprayed the items to when he placed them into the cart left plenty of time for customers to take the contaminated items and purchase them. So, for 10 minutes, people could buy produce that he had sprayed with bug exterminator. Again, all for the attention on social media. I mean, this dude has been walking around with this for so long now, and finally, he fell into that because he kept getting away with the licensing stuff. So without a doubt, there's a space for him to fall morons, because this guy has successfully played himself and ruined his own life for a little bit of attention online. So now, Wolfie is scheduled to be sentenced on June 24th next month, and that's when we'll find out exactly how much time he'll spend behind the bars. So, if this video gets 50,000 likes, I'll show up to the courthouse.
I shall be here in my camp.
As the courthouse, and other than that, YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this video, so I would also recommend clicking it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
New junior developers can't code. Oh my god, it's a forum. I've interviewed plenty of junior devs over the last couple decades, and a shocking percentage of them didn't understand basic concepts. Well, decades, I mean, that can't necessarily be an AI thing. AI has nothing to do with it, it's the state of education. Plenty of schools are turning out graduates that just don't understand their chosen field. There is some truth to that. It's probably true that too many people go to college. There are way too many people who go to college so they can get like a college job, and then they end up either not getting a college job that doesn't actually require college education, or like a full non-job, you know? It's a consequence of teaching higher education like a direct
What now?
Vocational programs and the vocational training. You know, there's not really much prestige to having a degree these days. What does vocational training mean? That one might be a question for Google. Training jobs or hiring managers? I mean, yeah, kind of, right? Can you imagine being a hiring manager who's in like your 50s, and every guy who applies to the job has a really impressive CV or like grades, and then you actually test them on anything and they don't know anything? That's crazy. That's gotta be pretty frustrating. This is just an extension of the English concept of yesterday. Oh, an extension. Right. In an environment where education is nothing, nobody knows anything. maybe primarily, yeah, but this is like a broader issue. Trust me. What's going on with all the hiring manager? Hey, nobody likes hiring.
Not this one.
New college.
Not this one. Right.
They're not positioned
For a mere pittance, as thou desire.
That being said, like given the current stock, would it true that people should make art and everything? Yeah, well, yeah, I'm not advocating for like additional nihilism to pile onto the pre-existing nihilism. I'm just acknowledging that like we have a serious issue with nothing. No one even cares. No one cares about anything, dude. Like we don't have Black Panther Party
Not a day.
anymore. We don't have people like militantly resisting oppressive systems. We have like Twitter posters and all that. We don't have neo-Nazis anymore. We don't have like skinheads in leather jackets who run around like menacing minorities. We have like 4chan shit posters featuring like lolicon on Twitter. Like we don't. No one cares about anything from any angle. Like from every end of society. We don't have. Everything is like a fake copy of politics and we barely even have film alternatives. You have your occasional like Wes Anderson or something, but you don't have like for the most part like Hollywood and the broader game there. I mean, it's mostly just like corporate slop, and to an extent it always has been, but it's gotten a lot worse over the past couple decades, right? Everything is a cheap copy. How many things are new and innovative and authentic and like a greater version of themselves whatever existed before? The indie gaming scene, I actually think, is a decent example because I do genuinely think that they're still like going balls to the wall pretty often. Like you have a more significant cultural force there. And I'll give credit to them. I'll give credit to them. It's not that no good art is produced. It's just that, like, as a category, that we are all kind of like walking through shadows, aren't we? There are still many people on the right. No. You have to understand what I'm talking about. Seriously, just read up any history on any militant political group from the beginning of the 20th
Seek
century.
and you shall find me.
I'm talking union organizing. I'm talking brown shirts. I'm talking like Mussolini's fascists.
Non
Any organization, whatever, everything today. I'm not saying there are no neo-Nazis really. What I'm saying is that like if you look at what we have now on every end compared to what we used to have, it's a broader cultural nihilism. Nobody cares enough. Nobody believes enough.
Can't give up now.
A lot of boomer shit recently. No, because I'm not longing for nostalgia of my past. I was born in '94. This isn't a nostalgia thing. It's an objective like fact. The fact that people, by and large, like everything has been kind of like homogenized and toned down. That is a fact. I'm not saying life would have necessarily been better back then. Yeah, it's melancholy. It's definitely melancholy. I won't say it's nostalgic though. Boasting is nostalgic. I resent that. I resent this attack on my character. I'm ready to hear like nostalgia. Yes. Nostalgia is valuable. Comrades. Political parties in Europe have lost millions and millions of members because no one cares to be active anymore. Yeah, and the political parties themselves are also like
Hello.
I don't know why you're judging me right now. I can hear in your voice that you are.
Oh, well, that's not why they're called TIE fighters.
Zoro was right. Yellow as a toad.
Well, TIE fighters are TIE fighters because they have twin ion engines. So you need to look for the two engines on the side of the ship.
Yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
Your words.
I know what we can't trust
Yeah,
her.
it's not.
Her kid
It's
nearly
not.
got us killed when
It's
we
not
attacked.
named after. Yeah.
He's right. Let's go. We need...
Enough gawking. Get. Never.
Observe and listen.
Enough. Get me down. As you say.
The tadpole, but the long... My people...
Careful. She obviously sees your...
You have made...
I trust your...
You were sharp. Ha! Come. A creche must...
Oh, enough waiting. I crave.
Another. I shall be here in thy camp, as thou do.
Eager for battle.
Mm-hmm.
No rest for the wicked, I see. No one back home will ever believe this.
You'll die a bloody pauper unless you take a few risks.
Why don't we just wait a while? Make sure it's safe.
Either we act
Time for some bloody work. Man slipped. That's a really looking shadow. Nice and quiet now.
Gibblebuck! Everything all right out there? You sound a bit shaken.
Who the hell's... You're dead!
Infinium!
You fight well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
Might be useful.
This place is falling apart. Could have happened by itself.
Such thing as coincidence.
I'm done. I can't wait to sleep.
All you want to do is go 5,000 kilometers? Like a sixth of the way across the whole world? 5,000 kilometers is a long way.
I feel a presence here. A power. The patron god of this place?
Whoever that even is.
Yep.
Right tool will do the trick. Armed scribes, but no sign of a struggle.
I wonder what was so subversive about their words that they commanded protection.
Now that's a lock that screams, pick me.
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock. As the lock, what was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list.
Baldur's Gate 3! You all should play Baldur's Gate 3.
Gods. These are the names' entire pantheon.
Yep. We need some screaming in the foreground.
Strange coin. I wonder what it's worth.
Excellent choice.
No choice but to keep going. Where do I go from here? Time for some bloody work.
Need to act fast.
Victory awaits.
Time to kill.
I don't fancy their chances.
Stay focused.
No choice but to keep going. Best be on my way.
breathing, despite everything.
Uh-huh.
I am fury. I am death.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
A subtle approach.
Make it hurt.
Nothing important is ever easy. I won't give in. What path lies before me? Think you can take me on? No gloom, all doom.
Should fight Baldur's Gate instead.
Talk to me. On the move.
That's Jurgle, scribe of the dead. I didn't think anyone still worshipped him. A lot of effort to hide one sarcophagus.
Baldur apostrophe S. I got you. What's your pickle? What's your PayPal? You should have it. Yeah. Yeah. I thought you didn't have it. Uh-huh. Oh. Edge.
Can't keep me out.
This place wasn't built for the living.
I mean, we're sure, but at the same time, is she wrong? It's much funner to not ask ASL and figure it out from clues. That's way funner.
Keep looking.
Just what?
Could have happened by itself.
No such thing as coincidence.
Broken dagger. My favorite.
Let's get this over with. Shall we?
place.
What now? Time to press ahead.
Can't give up. Not now.
Time to strike. I will not know fate.
They don't like. I heard they don't let taste test. They don't allow taste testing in gun shows. Okay, but do you taste guns? You just like roll them around over your tongue. Is that the idea?
Their demise. Onward.
Hmm. Nah, you need a fucking shotgun.
Another day, another fight.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Still breathing, despite everything.
One with the weave.
Best get going.
That helped.
Trap. Be cautious. Step carefully. That's a trap. Trap. Be cautious.
The only time you wouldn't have total dust is if you have one of those like mineral oil cooled computers where everything is just submerged, like the whole rig is just submerged in oil. Have you seen that? It looks fucking gross as shit, but I mean, apparently it works. Sure, it would be fucking crazy.
More of those wretched things.
Oh. No.
Come on, can't stay idle. Still breathing, despite everything.
I am fury. I am death.
Swords meet sorcery.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Taking position.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Can you feel death's cold grip?
Cutting to the chase.
I am fury. I am death.
Unleash me. Shouldn't have made me your enemy. Can't give up now.
There better be a soft bedroll in my near future.
I hear shouting up ahead.
Open the bloody gate! Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders! That pack of goblins will be on us any second! What's going on? Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now! You let goblins here? Where is the druid? Please! There's no time! By the 9 hells! Open the gate! Damnable roach! Provoke the blade and suffer its sting.
Nothing will stand in my way. Death won't take me yet.
Swift and lethal. Taking position.
Okay. Sounds yummy.
Let's end this. Got to move.
Later.
By sickle and sword, strike them down!
You picked the
wrong fight, friend.
Survival is all that matters. You picked the wrong fight.
Victory awaits.
Got to focus.
That was the last. Open the gate!
It's done.
Where is the bastard?
A brazen attack for such lowly creatures. They must have been seeking something, or someone.
They'll likely have a camp nearby. I'd expect more raiders eventually.
There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
And who that chose them? Well, I didn't. Please.
The human's eye twitches. He's about to blow.
You're worried about...
Enough!
At least we...
Goblins could be on their way.
I'm more worried about this parasite than a few goblins. We need...
Forgive that. Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor. Well met. Whatever your... This attack will only strengthen their resolve. There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters. Thank you again, if you'll excuse me.
My faith protects me.
What to do?
like a fan.
Caught red-handed.
It's a fan or something. Yeah, something's picking up on VG's mic. There you go. At least we know what it is now. It's all good. Yes.
Crime can pay.
Yes, she did.
Not when you can't.
She went to go eat. She went to go make some dinner for herself. So you can probably still poke her on IRC. That's right. She's making tacos. I have taco shells, but they will turn to dirt before I make tacos with them. Because I was fancying tacos a couple weeks ago, and they were not good.
Caught with your hand in a pocket.
Yeah, yeah. He's in here all the time, is he not? Well, that's a skill issue. That sounds like a skill issue on his part. Yeah.
Caught red-handed. Perhaps you should practice.
Who cares? It's funny hearing people that like have interactions, and I think about my interactions with people, and they're just so low key. Like I don't have issues with anybody. If I have issues with people, I put them on ignore, and they're gone for the rest of my life.
Crime can pay, but not when you can't pick.
Wow. Why is he caring about other people's business?
Caught red-handed. Perhaps you should practice.
Uh-huh. Well, that's at least a step, as opposed to Ah, so that actually happened. I saw the collar go away, but lovely.
Free for the taking. Interesting selection. Not up for the trading today, I'm afraid. I can take what I please. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Surely no one will notice. From your pocket to mine, what to take. Using a 5-finger discount. Not up for trading today, I'm afraid. Oh, nice. I can take what I please.
Having a wing woman like that can be very helpful sometimes.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's move.
No one's stopped me yet.
And again. Swing and
That's me.
This is about your precious Baldur's Gate.
I care about our lives, our futures.
No, you just care about your stupid apprenticeship.
Never a dull moment.
Impossible. There's nothing new under the sun.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting.
Okay.
Never mind to end their misery myself.
Calm yourself. They're survivors, not soldiers.
That's no moon. I mean, the second Death Star kinda did.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Calm down, please.
I won't leave them behind.
You're going to get us killed.
Mind if I do? Well, that's interesting. Surely no one will notice. All mine. What to take, what to choose. From your pocket to mine.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it.
Alrighty.
Carefully now. Let's get in and out. Using a 5-finger discount. What to take? I can take what I please. Surely no one will notice. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Oh, nice. Not up for trading today, I'm afraid. From your pocket to mine. What to choose? Well, that's interesting. All mine. Interesting selection. Using a 5-finger discount. What to choose? Not up for trading today, I'm afraid. Interesting selection. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Well, that's interesting.
What to bring?
Breathe quiet. Move with care. That's a friendly-looking shadow.
No, but probably good. I find Taco Bell's. 4-year-olds? Well, they would be probably like. They would be like spiced, maybe, hopefully.
I need new pockets to pick.
Missed opportunity.
I need new pockets to pick.
All mine. Surely no one will notice. I can take what I please. From your pocket to mine. I can take what I please. Not up for trading today.
The beef? Hmm. We actually do ferment our meat, most of it. Actual raw meat is really gross. Like if you like cut into an animal and just like try to cook its meat, it's gross. The muscles all wiggle. They're all wiggly. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Just want
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Mm.
I need new pockets to pick.
Surely no one will notice. All mine. What to choose? Interesting selection. From your pocket to mine. What to take? Oh, nice. Well, that's interesting. Using a 5-finger discount.
Thanks for fighting. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Newton.
Damn druids. Damn druids.
Where did I put that old bucket?
Thank there isn't a... Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
What will we do for work when we get to the city?
Whatever we want.
Okay. This is about your precious Baldur's Gate.
I care about our lives.
Children!
Our futures.
Look who's here.
No, you just care about your stupid apprenticeship.
Go on. Give me a best shot.
Is Morse code when you like suddenly go time out and the world freezes around you?
Not bad. Again.
I don't know, sometimes.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
Well met.
The man smiled. You are
the... But we haven't...
Your mind's...
Shit!
Advocatus Diabol.
Her name is Carla. I track...
She's out there now. Preying on the innocent.
Ready when you are.
Any questions, children?
Where am I needed? No one's stopped me yet. Better be cautious.
Calm down. Please.
Let's get in and out.
I won't leave them behind.
You're going to get us killed.
Trading today, I'm afraid. That's interesting. Using a 5-finger discount from your pocket to mine. I can take what I please, what to choose. Interesting selection. All mine. Surely no one will notice what to take. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Not often trading today, I'm afraid.
Ain't leaving town for a good while after this.
Remember, you have teeth and claws. Use them.
Hello, Petal. Need anything? Any lotions or potions? Nay.
Everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine. Carefully now. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. All mine. Well
Yeah, the kids that are almost adults aren't adults yet, as far as the family is concerned.
Free for the taking. What to choose? Interesting selection. Surely no one will notice. Well, that's interesting. All mine. Interesting selection. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. From your pocket to mine.
Yeah, imagine that. Now, imagine dealing with that back then. Oh. Yeah. My parents were really good actually, but I definitely did watch my sister and my cousin an awful lot when I was young. Isn't that kind of the whole point of having a family? Well, that's a little much, probably, but that's a little much. I'd say that's a little bit too much, but I mean, I think there's a middle ground there somewhere. Especially if it's your own family. Like that's another thing as well. Like watching other people's kids, then like there's a whole like that's a whole other thing. Yeah, that's. Imagine what your grandparents would think of that. Yeah, I think about what my grandpa would say sometimes, and it's it's not necessarily the best. My grandpa would think that we're all losers.
I shall be here in my camp, as thou desire.
Uh-huh. Mexican American.
Blade at the ready.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 Mm.
Mind if I do what to take? I can take what I please. Using a 5-fingered discard. What to choose?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh, he wasted a bunch of time. Oh. Oh. It's funny listening to girls talk sometimes because I hear the way guys would hear the things they say, and I hear both ways. And sometimes it's so obvious to me, like, well, of course, you said that to him. So many times girls, yeah. Sometimes girls just don't shut doors. Like they don't know how to shut doors. They leave a door open and then like a guy will look at that open door in the distance and go like, "Yeah, okay." And I mean a smart guy will, actually gauge the distance, gauge the relationship that he's going to have to forge going forward. A dumb guy is just going to keep his eyes on that door constantly, just keeping his eyes open just for that one moment that you're just going to be like, ah, I'm tired of life. I just need a random dick in me. And you'll choose them. I know, right? He doesn't, that's, Evil Kitty. The Mr. Nomad is what I go by these days. I mostly chat in Pajama Party, but I'm also in Free Use, I'm in Wicked, I'm in Camelot, and Shadows in the Mist. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I have a little bit of a thing there, but I'm only in one channel of an yeah, Mr. Nomad. Yeah, Pajama Party is the best. It's the one that I suggest every time. Maury's just not in it because Cody is in it sometimes. Mm-hmm. That's fine. You're welcome back whenever you want. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's where it was. We were just watching the numbers go down. Everybody wins that game. Everybody loses. So that's the beauty of it. Sure. I didn't know that it was you, for one thing. I didn't see your name going down. We were watching Lexi mostly. Yep. Classic. That's always fun because then your music algorithm gets like merged. You end up seeing the people. You're like, oh, that's that person. I remember that person. Mm-hmm.
Let's get in and out. Interesting selection.
Well, he's probably got a bowcaster that has a kick like a mule. And that's about it. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Uh-huh. Maybe. 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 It's not impossible.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Probably not.
The pride of the gate.
Okay, so one of the mods that I have installed, it gives a bunch of random items, and one of them makes you really big, and you can stack it with other things that make you really big. And I want to make a guy that's as big. Like, I already have made a guy that's like 3 times as big as a normal person. I want to see how big you can make a guy. Baldur's Gate 3. I am playing with 100 mods. Basically, a full mod list. I am playing it through with a friend of mine, and we're playing a different 100 mod list. And we're about a quarter of the way into Act 3. We've been playing like 75 hours, which for a co-op game is pretty good, I think. All right. Hanging out with a guy that's like halfway across the world over the internet for 72 hours just randomly is just getting that together is hard enough. Although I was trying to do it with even more people, but yeah, I don't think I would have been able to do it with 3, but two is doable. Mostly. We're managing. We've only had a couple of days where we have neither of us have to worry about work during certain hours, so we do have a pretty consistent time frame where we can both play. I play like really early in the morning, and for him it's really late at night. South Africa. And it's funny because his accent makes him sound like a Muppet. He sounds so fucking funny. He wrote he well then you probably understand what I say when I say he rolls every single R and he rolls every single like CH like so he's playing a team that includes Karlak, so there's a lot of Karlak. Dude is a Muppet.
Take it. Interesting selection. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah. That's my impression, and it always has been of him, is that this guy from South Africa, at least, he sounds like a Muppet. But, you know, in the best way possible, I think. Sure.
we have here?
Well, that'll do it.
Mind if I do?
Hmm. 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 I'm over in BC, Canada.
Just want to look. That's
Cool.
interesting.
Yeah, well, I'm on Vancouver Island. Like, I'm in Victoria, right across from Vancouver.
I can take what I please.
It's a great place.
Interesting selection. Using a 5-figure discount.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there's lots of there is lots of boonies in BC. 90% of it is boonies. Like even my island, like I think of my island as like metropolitan, but it's really not. Like once you leave Victoria itself, it's just like it's all just trees. Yeah, it's there's logging roads. Mhm. Mhm. Barswell Top. Mhm. Before the golden curtain falls too hard. Oh man, you're right, and you're right in Ground Zero. Uh, uh, something, something's gonna happen. One way or the other, eventually rubber will hit road. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Sickle of 1,000 stars. When you heal a creature with the there's so many items in one of these packs, but the writing is so weird on them. Like the syntax is all wrong. So you have to read them like 8 times to figure out what they actually do. When you heal a creature with a spell, also regain them 6 hit points. So you heal them more. Got it.
Surely no one will notice. Interesting selection. All mine. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Not up for trading today, I'm afraid. Oh, nice.
hmm Yeah, it's a little weird, but once you get used to it, it's not too bad. The really weird one is the warlock because they learn specific spells based on what their patron is. They have like very specific spells, and they regain their spell slots in a different way, like every short rest. So they have like fewer spells, but they have less variability in how they can cast their spells. But they can cast them more readily, but they can cast fewer of them in a day. It's like there's this wiggle that you have to play if you're doing a warlock. But for wizards, it's less okay. So in the old version of the game, the oldest version of the game, you'd have to be like, okay, I'm going to cast 4 magic missiles tomorrow. So I need to make sure that I memorize 4 magic missiles and 1 armor and this. Now it's just like you choose which spells you have access to, and you have your spell slots, and then you kind of put them together, and it's like, okay, I have magic missile, and I have a level 3 spell slot, so I'm going to cast a level 3 magic missile. I'm going to cast my magic missile as a level 3 spell. Yeah, that's really. I mean, clerics and wizards can do that. And can sorcerers? I don't even know. I don't play enough sorcerers to even remember. But like warlocks can't downcast. They only ever have their like the spell slots that they have. Like until you're level 12, you have 2 spell slots that you can recycle a couple of times per day if you can manage to find places to rest. Uh, and in Baldur's Gate, that equates to just short rest, which you get 2 of per day. But yeah.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
Mm-hmm.
No questions? All right.
Hello, Petal. Need anything? Any lotions or potions?
Mm-hmm. You still have the same. You still have this. Basically, have the same capability. It's just kind of a little backwards, but.
Nay, Bob.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine. Let's get in and out.
Yeah. They didn't even have cantrips back then. Cantrip wasn't even a thing for that. But yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Why does this keep happening? He was joking about Octus.
Well, the nice thing about Baldur's Gate particular, as opposed to D&D, is that you can change what spells you have memorized basically at any time. Like, so you can have all of those spells, and it's like if you need the spell, assuming it's not something that needs to be memorized to maintain it. Like there are a couple spells that if you, like buffs, for instance, where if you unmemorize it, the buff goes away. But most spells you can keep unmemorized until you need it, and then memorize it when you need it. You just can't do that in combat. So there's a bit of variability, at least for wizards and clerics. Like it's a little different for the other classes that have like set spell lists. I'm running a modded class for my main character, and he's also a vampire. And he is. I have another vampire kit spawn, and I have a Astarion. So I have 3 vampires in this party.
Eager for battle.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Mm-hmm.
Things have stayed interesting.
Well,
So, you know about these parasites.